people, sometimes people are drinking the palm wine. Because, the music reminds us what is past and even carries. And sometimes it plays in idiomatic expressions. Our forefathers, if they're having a problem, they just sit up together. I'm sitting, call their friends, sharing ideas, what happened to them. They have a pot of wine, they share it themselves, and they bring their program together. They bring the program out.
Palm wine is popularly enjoyed by the elderly. There's an adage in Akan, which is "Tontonche, ya no mesani ya fagin." That means as we drink, we take advice or we advise each other.
Country, Minianume, young Conoco. Abrochira country, Nananum, Yakanioni. A more way, a more Warison, a Munsaria, a more Jumaye, Sweaty Tima, or day, Bessanabo, Sweaty Tima, or day. We are told by researchers like the late Professor Tarnan Mensah that Nkrumah taught Jacob Sam, but Sam left Cape Coast for Kumasi, where he joined Akwabani and Eko Kanta. Akwabani played the guitar, Eko Kanta played the box. In 1928, they were invited to Britain, London, and they recorded, I think June 1928, according to Professor John Collins' research, about 24 tracks. 2 of the tracks were Amponsa. Amponsa has got the lingua franca of Ghanaian highlife music. This song, Amponsa, is unique for one reason. Every West African guitar player must have something of Amponsa in his music. Amponsa Unlimited. Obaba na deswa, tie masimo. Rabba na deswa, tie masimo. Under the sentence, the Abutrana Kuyadi, I would try my wife. Obaba na deswa, tie masimo.
I see palm wine music in Ghana as what happened as the music played in Texas and Nashville, the country music. It has some storylines that is very unique. Storylines full of proverbs, adages, and wise saying that educates and then direct the youth.
Okay, unconsciously as a Ghanaian boy, definitely you hear palm wine somehow, especially if you grow up in the rural areas. The name palm wine is there, but you can't really hear people calling it palm wine. You just hear them saying it's a dressing. If I'm listening to palm wine, I always listen to it with a conscious mind. One is knowing what music from my indigenous setting really sounds. You understand? So it kind of cements me more in my heritage, in my Ghanaian or West African heritage. So no matter how interesting Western influence might seem, you understand? When you listen to palm wine, it really projects lots of local indigenous sentiments. So you feel like you are connected to home. You feel like you understand issues of home. You feel like you know the gestures and then the feelings and then even the sounds that people make when they sing locally, what they really mean.
Next, the industry of the ant. The ant works very hard in the dry season. When the rain comes, it takes rest.
Palm wine guitar is almost always something like an arpeggio form, repetitive. Usually for palm wine guitar, we use 1 or 2 or 3 guitars. Then you need a bell, then a dakim or rumba box, prepresua. Just now, so 3 people can play.
We have 4 guitarists, okay? Ko will be at the bass most of the times with Eugene. Then Willie and I will take the improvisation, you know. So I will go high and to the upper registers and then improvise. Songs like I will go and do, those kind of stuff, the improvisation. The chord structure, it has unique chords. We normally use chords like the dominant 7 chord, the diminished chords, and then the suspended 4 of chords you hear in songs like this.
But basically what I do is I keep the rhythm. So I am a double up for Adja KooNimo. Because he sings and calls, I really have to keep the rhythm beneath as he would play so that it will be a very compact session. For instance, if we're playing, let me use a common song, we're playing an Amponsa song, Adja KooNimo would start with something like, forgive my guitar if it's not tuned, but this is what he would play in the beginning. I'll play the same thing with him as he goes along. But then as he plays, he begins to give punches here and there, like to give some syncopated rhythms, something like. something like this, if there is no underlying line, it tends to be confusing to the listener because the rhythm might be lost if you are not following the bell pattern. So as he's doing that, I will still be playing. And sometimes just coming with if they did start da da la da 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 da, then see whilst they are weaving within the rhythm and playing. So at the end of the day, you kind of get a compact bass with syncopations from the other guitar and then riffs and motifs from other two guitars.
This is called Deru. In English, we call it banana bell. The bell is the master. He leads all the orchestra. In palm wine music, we have the high life. We have the different pattern we used to play for high life, and we have atene, and we have komfodu. High life goes like this. And some people used to play it like this. Actually, our group, we scratch it. And other people play it like this. And atene, palm wine music, we have another rhythm called atene. It goes like this. And the next one is called komfodu. The best goes like this.
This Prince Rama box. He used this box only for palm wine music. You have Odonson, Atene, Agofoma, and High Life. Because we have Atene. Atene is Atene or Agofoma. Yeah. And another one is High Life. High Life and Odonson or Komfodu. This Komfodu rhythm. There's three different kind of palm wine music rhythm.
An old man over 90 was seen one morning planting coconut tree in his backyard garden. His grandson queried, "Nana, what you're doing puzzles me. Do you think you live to enjoy the fruits of your labor? Planting coconut tree at 90? The old man smiled. He said, "My grandson, I'm thinking about you. Children yet to come. Mitro kakabio. Kakabio kuka mwasianasio. Mitro kakabio.
It's a really nice documentary.
I listen to palm wine music.
I'm not a regular listener of palm wine music. My roommate, he used to enjoy it.
I listen to palm wine music occasionally. It's not popular among the masses.
People now, we don't like that music because we think it's old, but it's not old.
But these days, with gospel music, hip-hops, and those musics, they are now common on the radio stations. I think they have not even gotten an idea about it.
The music is very good because there's a lot of poems inside. There's a lot of advice inside. So if you sit down quietly and play the music, you get a lot of things. You achieve a lot of things from the palm wine music.
When the youth enter into it, there will be some kind of be committed into using proverbs in their speeches. When they don't enter into it, and let's say the palm wine music just stops or ceases, like I don't think the proverbs will be transmitted to the upcoming generations, and the upcoming generations really need the proverbs too.
It's very educative and informing.
It's an undisputable fact that for a product to be patronized, it has to be advertised, either on the radio station or on the TV station. So, from my point of view, if palm wine is going to be popular among the youth, I think those who have been composing the songs related to palm wine music should be somehow some kind of advertise it on either the radio station or on the TV stations for the youth to be acclimatized to it.
Society is dynamic, so they always want to hear something new. So I think if the rhythm is varied from song to song, it will make it more interesting. When such a thing is done, I think it will also attract the investors, more investors to go into that sector.
The market of the new music, I'll say that, is not moving. So everybody go back to take the old music, and the producers will get a lot of money. It will attract them to think about what are we going to sing next.
We all must revisit our roots, and I think it's very good that for us to promote such type of music in the country, and it will also showcase our culture to the outside world.